Yes, another Friday, actually a first Friday, where it's time to change some minds. I'm Mark Stewart Greenstein, running for governor. This is Bob Cedar. And I wanted to talk about changing some minds, turning some heads, opening some eyes, and certainly changing some misconceptions. If you are a progressive Democrat, please listen. I want to change your minds because the Democrat Party leadership does not represent you. What do their leaders of late argue for? Well, subsidizing Wall Street firms, subsidizing still bigger healthcare and insurance conglomerates, subsidizing, yes, federal subsidies to southern plantation owners. Now, that's not quite the 1850s slave-owning plantation owners. We're beyond that. It's sugar plantations. You know, the ones who put so much sugar into our drinks that we actually have to keep them away from being vended, being sold in schools. These are the ones, speaking of schools, who would like to, school boards say this, like to place condoms on bananas in school. To third graders! They're 8 years old. But this is where the leftists and the Democrat Party leadership are taking us. Worse, teaching black children Ebonics as if it were a real language, as if it would potentially get them employment when they think that, well, that's what corporate America wants. No, it doesn't. And our Democrat leaders cripple those kids. Maybe they just, don't know our sentiments. Maybe somehow these elected leaders, they don't read polls. They don't listen to radio. Maybe they don't read opinion pages. Oh, they don't know. They don't bother with surveys. Possible. Maybe they don't even look at who wins primaries. Well, let's look at this number. That represents Hillary won, but not by much. Okay, an awful lot of support for Bernie Sanders. But among superdelegates, okay, those are the esteemed party leaders. The vote, 662 to 48 when they were last surveyed before their convention votes in 2016. Okay, that is a 13-to-1 ratio. Was that the sentiments of Democrats? Maybe Connecticut's a little better. Maybe in Connecticut, our superdelegates represented Bernie Sanders a little better. Maybe it wasn't a 13-to-1 ratio. How about 15-to-0? I can read who we got. Our 15 superdelegates who were committed during the primary season to Clinton versus Bernie. Ready? Connecticut Democrat Party Chairman Nick Boletto, Clinton. Senator Richard Blumenthal, Clinton. Michael Cacace, Clinton. Joe Courtney, Clinton. Rosa DeLauro, Clinton. Nancy DiNardo, Clinton. Christopher Dodd, Clinton. Elizabeth Esty, Clinton. Jim Himes, Clinton. Governor Dan Malloy was a delegate. He too voted for Clinton. Lieutenant Governor Nancy Wyman, female, voted for Clinton. Chris Murphy, Clinton. Dorothy Marauka, who the hell is she? Clinton. John B. Larson, Clinton. John Wayne Olson, who the hell is he? Actually, I looked him up. He is from Australia. He's not even from Connecticut. He used to be the premier of South Australia. He had to resign under disgrace for misdeeds. He's also now a foreign lobbyist, okay? He somehow became a Connecticut superdelegate to the convention as well. I like new blood. I like new leaders. I want to make sure that people who are straightforward and don't have to hide their sentiments are leaders of, it's still my party, the Democrats, but I want there to be a lot of good competition for the offices they run for. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has done that on a national basis. In Connecticut, Johanna Hayes has done a nice job so far. Very locally, Jillian Gilchrist in West Hartford. Okay, now I don't really like any of their politics. They're progressives. But I'll take straight up, thoughtful progressives on stage over weasels who are non-committal when it comes to policy, or worse, who hide their corporatist policies with lies to the rest of us. I'll take that. It's a far better system than the obfuscation we have now. That two-party system should end. And it's well-meaning Democrat voters who could really put a stake in that system. Doesn't mean you give up your principles. You stand for your principles and let leaders come to you, or would-be leaders replace them. That is healthy democracy, and you have it in your hand. The two-party system should end. And it's well-meaning Democrats who can put a stake in that. You have a lot of choices. Please stop playing to the two-choice system when Republicans don't represent you and Democrats don't represent you either. I'm Mark Stewart Greenstein. Have a good weekend.